I am here with motivational and fitness guru Jillian Michaels. She's about to take the stage at ASI Long Beach. Welcome, Jillian.
Hi, thank you for having me.
We're so excited to have you, and we're very excited to hear your ideas on motivation. We've got a lot of salespeople in the audience, and they want to know, every salespeople has a day where they get up and they just don't feel like, going to work.
Don't we all? We all do, I think.
So if you're in a little bit of a sales slump, what do you do to get up and motivate yourself?
Well, I think there's a big difference between inspiration and motivation, and it's important to identify that. Inspiration is something that comes from outside of yourself. It's a story you heard, an individual you met that inspired you, and you go, if they can do it, I can do it. And I think finding great sources of inspiration, great salespeople that you admire, studying their strategies, I think that's critical and it's really helpful. And it makes you feel more prepared, and it makes you feel like, hey, this is attainable, because you're identifying with their journey and you're going on that journey with them. At the same time, there's also motivation, and motivation comes from inside of you. Motivation is what I call your why, and if you have this why to live for, you can tolerate anyhow in life, whether it's a personal goal with regard to health and wellness or a professional goal, obviously, like sales. So identifying that why do you want to make the sale? How is it going to improve the quality of your life, your professional life? What's going to come from it? How are you going to advance? How is it going to manifest in ways that you can emotionally connect to? Because let's be fair, anything in life worth having is work, and work with a purpose becomes a passion. Work without a purpose becomes punishing. So having a source of inspiration and also a source of internal motivation that you've identified, my life will improve in the following ways if I can push through. And connecting to that emotionally will carry you through those harder, more difficult days.
Well, last time we talked, you said something that really struck home with me. And you said if you're passionate about something, the universe really conspires on your behalf.
Yeah, I have found a lot of times in life that when you're passionate about something and you're in your truth, the doors sort of open up. But I've also been in jobs where you're fighting, and every day you feel like Sisyphus on that Greek myth. You roll the friggin' ball up the hill and it just slides right back down. And whenever that's happened to me, I hate to sound sort of new agey and weird, but the reality is whenever it's happened to me, there's usually a reason.
You're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place. You're doing the wrong thing. And when you're doing what you love, the doors, they open, and it's fascinating to watch that happen.
Now, you clearly love what you're doing. You have a great company. How do you motivate your own employees?
Oh boy, they would all be sitting there. Yeah, Jill, how do you do that? One of the things that I think you have to do with your employees is really show them that you care about them as people. You care about how they're doing. You care about how they feel. You care about their life and their well-being. And I think I've been an employee, and whenever I felt that my boss didn't care about me, you go, you know what? Fine, I'm going to do the bare minimum. You don't care about me. You're going to treat me poorly. No problem. I'm going to come in and I'm going to punch the clock. But whenever I felt cared for, you really want to go the extra mile for that person. And I think give your employees an opportunity to work out, care for their children, and have a more well-rounded and balanced life so they don't burn out. Give them incentives, bonus-wise, so that they go, okay, if I hit this benchmark, I can make that much more money. There's room for growth. I'm appreciated here. Give them constructive criticism so they know where they stand. They know how, not just where there's room to improve, but how to improve. And when you open up the playing field for people like that, you're giving them hope. And I think hope is critical to inspire other people.
Sure. And lastly, obviously, you're very into fitness. And what's the connection, do you think, between fitness and business? Is it important for a business person or a salesperson to be physically fit?
I think it's extremely beneficial. We all know that there are billionaires in the world who don't take great care of their health, but at the end of the day, your health is the platform that you're building your entire life on top of, whether it's your personal life or your professional life. And when you feel strong physically, it transcends into every facet of your life, and it's going to give you more confidence at work. It's going to give you more energy to burn the midnight oil. Not that I necessarily think that that's healthy, but there are times when you can't quit when you're tired. You got to be finished when the job is done. And having the energy and the stamina to stick with something, it's all metaphorical in my opinion. And when you're physically fit, it really does amplify your abilities in every aspect, professionally in particular.
Well, great advice. We look forward to more tips on stage in a few minutes. And here's Jillian Michaels for ASI TV.